one.
This is Nando for the P4P Boxing Show, proudly sponsored by Bravose Boxing. Here with Linus, Udofia here at the Wasserman press conference. First of all, Mr. Udofia, how do you feel? Channel 5 headlining, British title. Dreams come true, right? For those that wait?
I feel blessed. I feel blessed. I feel like all the hard work and patience is all coming through now, and you're seeing it, it's all paying off. The work isn't done. I've still got, a job on my hands on May the 13th, as in Bentley, and I feel good. I feel really good. I'm in a good place.
What's it mean to you that Nisei Soundland put faith in you by first winning the purse bid for this fight? Not only that, putting you as the main event on this big platform on Channel 5, because being on terrestrial TV, boxing has been missing from it for a very long time. No disrespect to the last company that was on it, but this is huge.
Yeah, it feels great. Again, it feels great. On terrestrial TV, I'm headlining the show, and it feels right. It feels like this is where I belong at this period of time. If this was maybe a year or two earlier, it might have been like, I don't know where I'm at. But I feel good. I feel like I belong here. I went up there and he was like, this is the main event. I feel it feels right. All of it feels right. The purse bid was a pleasant surprise because it really showed intent. Obviously, they're a new promotion company, in a sense of with me, the new promotional contracts with me, and I knew they gave me a plan of what they wanted to do with me and things like that, and how far they wanted to go. It was a lot of talk at first, and then when the purse bid got won and when they got me on the boxer card and things like that, it was just like, oh, you guys really believe in me, actually really want to push me, actually wicked. Now I'm assured that bang on, like you lot are with me, and it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. It feels right. It feels like this is what should be happening. You know what I mean?
Saw you at the last fight, your last fight on the undercard, that boxer as well. You won. You became #1 contender for the mandatory for this belt. We were talking about at the time Felix Cash. Then obviously he vacated. We were talking about Danny Dignam after that. Now, do you believe that Denzel Bentley is the perfect opponent for you to show your boxing skills and show the world who you really are for this prestigious belt as well?
I think it's two styles that really are going to gel together really well, and I think it's going to be a great fight. I think it's going to be absolute wicked styles. I feel like we've got a lot in our arsenals, and we're going to need every single tool we got in our basket to win this fight. So it's a really good fight, really well put together, and it's going to show that England and this middleweight division has a lot of pedigree and a lot of talent.
Does it a little bit bother you that you being from Luton, but it's in London? He's a London boy. Does it bother you at all?
No, not really. I bring the boys everywhere we go, so and I bring the noise as well. So it doesn't matter where it is. The only thing is it's the accolade, and you can get people in. And so the homecoming will come, but right now we just it's going to be a sea of orange anyway in the Indigo, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Brilliant. After the Josh Kelly-Avanesian fight, Carl Frock came out and said that boxers these days don't appreciate or respect the British title like they used to. How do you agree with him a little bit, and how important is this to put the British title back on the map?
I don't necessarily agree in a sense of boxers don't appreciate it. I think a lot of boxers do appreciate it, but I think a lot of promoters try and fast track, and a lot of managers and promoters try and fast track fighters, especially marketable ones. They try and fast track them to WBO and World Route is always where the big money is, but the development stage and all the stepping stone belts in some of the areas, the English onwards, are what fighters need to develop to then when they get to that level they've ticked all the boxes they needed to tick. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I understand where it's coming from. I think a lot of people do respect it, but it has all the fringe world titles or the WBO Europeans and Intercontinentals. No disrespect to them, but they have taken a lot of value away from the British because so many people bypass and go to fight for those instead. So it takes a little bit of value away, and this kind of says, the British is is the best fighters in Britain right now fighting for that belt, and then they move on. The British normally says who move on to do bigger things, so it's a massively valuable belt, and and this fight will show that there's a lot of talent in this division as well.
Great undercard. We've got stablemate of yours, Brad Paul's on there as well. Fighting for, is it an eliminator for this belt? Is it eliminator?
Yeah, it's an eliminator, yeah.
Eliminator. A little bit of awkwardness in the gym there?
Nah, it's a lot of jokes. It's a lot. It's good for him to finally get his breakout on television and things like that, and fight for, get an eliminator for a title. Well, the British, sorry, and it's just a lot of banter right now. It's not like I have it and he's knocking on my door like, vacate it, let me take it off here. It's just a lot of banter right now. It's a lot of ifs and buts and whens.
Have you named your price to how much he has to pay you for you to vacate it?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
Has he accepted it?
It's a lot of Five Guys meals, but I'm
it
sure
was worth it.
Yeah, it's going to be worth it. But look, right now, obviously, we just got to focus on that task. He's got to win his fight, I've got to win mine, and then we can have a bit more of a joke and have a serious conversation about this later. How
amazing is it to have someone like Josh Kelly as well on the cards, Harlem Eubank as well? How big does it make the whole event itself?
Oh, it's massive. I take it as a massive compliment, because those are very big names you can say, Eubank, and people are gonna know, and Josh Kelly, people are gonna know, and then to put here on my undercard. It's massive. It's a massive show. Wasserman has done really well with Channel 5, getting a contract with Soundlands, and it's going to be a massive show. It's a lot of talent on the card.
Is it important for British boxing itself as a whole for it to be on terrestrial TV?
Oh, massively. It's been a weird year, because it's been a very exciting year because a lot of networks are picking up, and a lot of people are getting signed. A lot of people are, a lot of fighters are out there getting signed, and a lot of networks are coming out to show the boxing, and it's massive, and it's a very exciting time, and massive, especially like these names like this on terrestrial television. It's mental. You wouldn't see that. You'd have to pay for something like this. So it's again another massive win.
I'm sorry I have to bring this. I know it's gonna sting a little. It's 1-0 Ghana at the moment. It's Ghana versus Nigeria right now. Are you looking to make it 1-1? I know how you feel. I'm Italian, by the way, so we're not going to the World Cup either.
It is what it is. Look, it's a shame you won't see you won't see the best kits in the World Cup.
That's for sure.
It is what it is,
and the best jollof?
Yeah, the best, 100%. But look, the best team won, and may the best countryman win.
Brilliant. Do you have a message for the fans as well that's going to be travelling down and tuning in on terrestrial TV, Channel 5, Wasserman first show, May 13th?
Yeah, it's going to be a British domestic classic. Do not miss it, live on Channel 5.
Brilliant. Linus Udofia, good luck, May 13th, pound for pound boxing.